Hi there. Whether you're in Whistler for a minute or a month or a whole lifetime, you may have noticed that there's an abundance of spectacular natural beauty. It's pretty nice, right? I'm Robin Taylor, and I'm going to take a few moments right now to walk us through some of the ways that together we can do what it takes to not completely ruin these great outdoors. We all know actions that we can take to reduce our impact on the environment and the climate, such as eating less meat or creating less waste or buying less stuff. In Whistler, our biggest greenhouse gas footprint comes from the vehicles we use to arrive here and get around the valley. With that in mind, I like to recommend the bus. Car sharing is another great option, but nothing beats the Valley Trail. So instead of taking the car, why not walk, run, skate, or bike it? Hey, in the winter, you can even ski it. These climate solutions are easy. Not only do you get to feel more connected to both nature and the community, but they're better for the environment, your wallet, and your health. One thing we can all do every day to help the environment is to watch our waste footprint. Whistler has a goal of becoming a zero waste community, and you can be a part of it by, well, for one thing, not littering, and secondly, by just making sure you put your waste in the right bin. Here we have recycling, landfill, and yeah, compost. Here at the recycling depot, if you can't figure out where something goes, the helpful attendant can point you in the right direction. It's important to clean all items meant for recycling and to rinse and remove lids and to watch out for mixed materials and confusing items. Thank you. Of course, the easiest way to help is by reducing the amount of waste that you generate. You can carry with you reusable water bottles, mugs, and cutlery. You can shop with reusable bags, and you can buy products with the least amount of packaging. Come on, man. You don't need to buy bottled water in Whistler. We have some of the best water on the planet. One of the greatest threats to biodiversity is invasive species, plants and animals that outcompete the native species and often get out of control. Unfortunately, we humans are the ones responsible for spreading them around, kind of like this burdock here.
That's right, and you can help stop the spread of invasive species by making sure you're not moving plants and animals around that might stick to clothing, footwear, or other gear. You gotta clean that stuff off before you move to any new location. And it's not just about trails. We're trying to safeguard streams and lakes too. So remember to clean, drain, and dry all your kayaks, canoes, paddleboards, and paddles.
So remember, play, clean, go. We don't want to end up having to do this. We all have a part to play in looking after the natural beauty that surrounds Whistler. A big part of that is backcountry etiquette. Hi.
The basic principle is to leave no trace of your passage. That means staying on the trails, camping only in designated areas, and packing out everything you pack in.
Including this stuff. I know, it may seem like a no-brainer, but every year loads of garbage are being picked up from local trails and parks in and around Whistler.
Backcountry etiquette is even more important in these alpine areas, where it can take 10 years for a little plant like this one to grow just a few inches.
Always leave the land the way you found it. Avoid picking wildflowers and moving or stacking rocks.
It may not seem like a big deal if just one person does it, but if everybody who came here disrupted the land, the cumulative effects could ruin the area.
Around Whistler, you can still find trees that are over 1,000 years old, but most of the forest here is young and at a high risk for wildfires, which is a pretty serious threat to everything in this community.
With climate change bringing longer, hotter, and drier summers to British Columbia, we're not only seeing more wildfires, but fires that are burning bigger, hotter, and longer. Natural causes like lightning can start a wildfire. However, about half of all destructive wildfires are human-caused. There's a lot you can do to prevent wildfires, like using pre-established fire rings or using no-trace fire aids. Never leave a campfire unattended, and always extinguish using water and by stirring the ashes. Never drop matches or smoking materials on the ground or out vehicle windows. Know the fire danger rating and respect fire bans. and respect no smoking on trails, in parks, and other areas.
Fires are a threat not only to the community and to the forest, but also to all of the living things that live there. Whistler is home to both black bears and grizzly bears. Each species behaves differently, but the basic rule is to just keep your distance and give them their space.
A bear's sense of smell can be 100 times greater than ours. That means that if you have something that smells interesting on your deck, in a vehicle, or in a tent, it can potentially become a bear attractant. So we have to keep an eye on things like our garbage, our recycling, even if it's clean, barbecues, coolers, bird feeders, even chocolate and toothpaste.
Other than securing attractants, here's a few other key tips that'll help keep you safe while in bear country.
Never feed bears or try to approach them. And remember, bears don't like selfies.
Ensure all food and waste is kept inside of bear-proof storage. We have a whole bunch of these bear-proof garbage cans all over town.
Don't wear headphones in the backcountry. You want to be alert to your surroundings and remember to make noise.
Always keep your dog on a leash, because more than half the bear attacks on people are caused by off-leash dogs.
Carry your bear spray and know how to use it. It's been proven to be more effective than firearms at stopping a charging bear. And it works on cougars too.
So by all means, get out there and enjoy nature. Why wouldn't you? But please, just look after this place. For yourself, for the rest of us, for future generations, and for all the creatures that we share this excellent planet with. Thanks.